the gaping hole in the belly of the gigantic starship. The IAS adjudicator, at least that's what the paint says.
Is there any light or anything from inside?
Well, it seems like there's emergency lights are still on. Some of them are flicking on and off as if they're running out of power.
Well, at least it still has power.
Yeah. Some semblance of power still running through the ship. Anyways.
Well, I picked up the power source.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about finding hyperdrive parts.
Are there any tracks or anything recently going through here?
None that you can see, none that you can see, yeah. Anyways, I'm assuming you're entering into the gap.
Yeah.
Should we set
After Rakcharr?
Do we want to put marching order on the screen here?
You can, it's fine. What do you guys think, you're going to get into combat just yet? According to my railroad, you guys have another hour for that.
Something like this. Probably.
So are we saying it's going left to right, this line, or what?
Well, I assume if we're going from our spaceship towards that spaceship.
I have a phone call. Can you guys just talk for a minute?
Sure.
Just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. So left to right, sure. It's like, okay. It's like, oh, who's going? Okay.
How are you?
I figure it'd actually be more... I mean, it doesn't have to be, a conga line, but...
Okay, sure.
I just go in
So,
behind the Wookiee.
Is this the ship that had the slave circuit?
Yes.
Okay. So the priority is going to be hyperdrive parts and then the slave circuit in that order, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I can
And
agree with
after
that.
slaves, assuming that nothing tries to kill us, checking out experimental trash they had on the ship.
Right, because top priority is going to be not being marooned here.
Oh, and not being marooned and or getting killed, pretty high priority.
Or however long it might take. I mean, I don't really have, like, a grasp of, like, how big the ship is, other than what Jordan said, like, it was used at the height of the Clone War to transport, like, thousands and thousands of troops.
It's a few hundred meters long and it's a couple hundred wide. It's big.
Okay, so it's like a few football fields, then.
Yeah, it's real big.
Several football fields.
You stuff a bunch of troopers in here like sardines, and then you throw it at somebody.
And then the stormtroopers stay in there because you didn't open the sardine can before you threw it.
Exactly.
Oh God!
That's kind of what happened here. Sardines cut their way out.
What type of ship did you say it was?
An acclimator assault. I think it was assault ship.
Well, that looks like something completely made up, so I don't know them.
Something completely made up.
It's actually
Can you be more specific?
Wikipedia doesn't seem... There it is.
Oh, shit.
It's big. It's
real big.
750 meters long, 460 wide.
He said that this one was a little bit slimmed down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. Like,
Any hyperdrive parts we can steal from it would be nice. It has a very good hyperdrive.
You see, it was real sporty for its class.
We're going to end up with a massively oversized hyperdrive.
Anything we can... Well, you'd take parts from it. You wouldn't need the entire hyperdrive for a smaller ship.
The entire hyperdrive and just put it on our ship like a tumor.
We'll never move by ion again. We hyperdrive everywhere.
All right, we have managed to completely replace piloting checks with astrogation checks.
What we're going to have to do, we're going to have to steal some of those quad turbo lasers.
I'm also looking at proton torpedo tubes.
Yeah, that is at best tertiary for me right now.
Oh yeah, this is all just ideal given as much time as possible.
It's like I'm playing Shadowrun all over again.
Nerds!
Just a whole bunch of shit that I don't understand, just going in one ear and out the other.
Nerds!
It's like Dave is a rigger all over again, talking to Sean about how his droids work. I'm like,
I didn't...
Yeah, we looked up the ship to find out its size.
Yeah, it's big.
And then we noticed all of its fun toys that would be wonderful to liberate.
We.
Two of us did. That makes a we.
liberate.
Let's make we.
Anyways, make a perception check, everyone that wishes to make a perception check. Difficulty 2 with 1 setback because it's a little dark.
Well, that setback does not apply to me because of my enhanced optics suite that allows me to remove up to 2 setback dice from all perception, surveillance, vigilance, and combat skill checks due to darkness, smoke, or other environmental conditions.
There you go.
Just flip down the scanner goggles from the top of my forehead.
Alright.
Oh my head!
Yeah, we're just gonna put these out to strain because it's gonna hurt.
It's like I'm trying to get used to my suite. What does this? Oh no! Not the thermal vision. Why?
Do scanner goggles? Yeah, they don't remove setback.
They're supposed to remove low light setback.
They just allow you to see normally in dark, but is that what's the setback from?
From dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's dark. Even with emergency lights. Well, a lot of souls like,
We all got successes. She's
Well,
just the one who got successes with
this place-
advantages.
This place feels a lot like home. Like, it's kind of cozy here.
Well, no. Actually, it says there's a big old sign that says it's pointing to, basically to their left. It's basically towards the engine that says engineering that way. And Laana reasons that in the opposite direction, that would be usually where the armory is on these ships.
And towards probably the bridge.
The bridge is
Okay,
more in that
cool.
direction.
So to the engine compartment then, since hyperdrive parts are our current top priority.
Do we want to go to the bridge or anything first to see if we can get some sort of status scan or anything like that? We can probably actually access that from an engineering console somewhere.
Yeah.
If we split up, it'll probably be Jay and Lissa heading to the engineering compartment.
Not
anyway.
splitting up.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea on a giant ship that could have an innumerable amount of dangers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So engineering first.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Engineering would be the easiest way for us to get things to fix our poor ship.
And then we can start digging around for sellables.
As you continue trudging down towards engineering, you see more and more lights are actually blown out, and every now and again you see wisps of silk floating through the air. Nothing major, just like a strand or two every now and again.
So, how long do we think this ship's been here?
Last reported it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
So, this Rakcharr just views a lot. So any number of predators from this world could have moved in and made this their home.
This
Yeah.
ship has been here longer than
And-
I have existed.
Using a little bit of like background knowledge to actually say, well, maybe near the opening, but without anything to sustain them farther inside, they'd have no reason to go deep in.
Maybe there's something just to sustain them inside.
You're about
Forget I
half,
said anything.
Kind of ponders on that for a second.
as you're about halfway to engineering when you start feeling the draft of air.
Another hole somewhere.
Everyone make perception checks again, please.
Same difficulty.
Yeah, same difficulty.
Oh,
Because
God,
apparently- because apparently every-
This sweet. I'm like picking up sounds of like birds and wildlife outside. I can't turn off the sound.
Well, apparently Laana Soul's the only one who can notice this. Everyone else is kind of doesn't really. You
Specialized.
notice something about the size of maybe your head at the ground at where a vent used to be, but it's sort of digging off into the rock and ground out there. Just a hole. And you reason it goes out all the way somewhere out in the clearing, maybe?
Say, hey, check that out and point at it as we're approaching.
Yeah, you also look upon closer examination. You do notice what appears to be a fine web of silk surrounding the edges.
Spider. Definitely spiders.
Do we have... Is there any plating or anything laid nearby?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Do we have anything that could quickly, like, seal this up?
Well, you do
Looking
have
for
an
Lissa.
arc welder or something like that.
I've also got
That
a
was
fool
me
tip.
asking them.
All right.
Which, if I remember correctly, also includes a small welding.
Make that mechanics check.
Mechanics check to weld to wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Is it easier or normal?
it's difficult because this is ship. This is parts of the ship, man.
And it's so dark.
Yeah.
Everything is dark.
Well, you think you got it up there.
It falls off
As soon as you let go of it, it falls.
fine.
It says the sign. You found out it was another. It was basically a reasonable map of the region. You know, one of those like, here's the map of where you are. You know, like the mall ones.
Ah,
And as it falls off, it's like, huh? That's where we are. You're actually closer to the engineering compartment than you thought you were.
I'm guessing there's just too much growth and other shit on the walls or whatever to really get a good
Yeah.
seal.
Mhm.
Just sigh and shrug.
Do I know anything about
At this-
monstrous spiders?
I don't know. Do
Xenology.
you have xenology?
I have intelligence.
You could try an intelligence check, or you could try survival at a +1 difficulty.
I will take that.
Yeah, I'll take survival.
So is that like an extra difficulty die then, or
Yeah.
is that okay?
Extra difficulty there.
We go ahead and. Oh my god!
Well,
All of the headaches.
you're not going to get a headache here. Let me just say this.
brand.
You do know that spiders are a common theme across the galaxy. But you've never really heard of spiders this big.
All right.
And just for comparison's sake, you're trying to figure out how big you get the spider to be, and then these things just sort of appear.
I was just about to say that I was going to draw my pistols moving forward too.
They sort of come chittering out of the hole.
Rakcharr is he's struggling with his headache to try to think of an explanation. These things, I've never really heard of them that big. They're about, and they come out that big. Thank you. Wait a
They
second.
look about like that.
Yeah, and we have initiative time. You guys suck because there's only 2 of you and your fucking minions.
They did get a success.
Yeah, they did.
All right.
I got to.
All right. Let's see here. See,
There.
characters may spend advantages on a vigilance check to notice an environmental factor that could play a key part in a relevant scene, like excellent cover, convenient escape route, or something that could be used to distract a foe. I want to say maybe that due to the holes in the ship, or just due to the way the power fluctuates with this damage thing, there's enough light that it can remove either one of the setback dice or all the setback dice for
Alright.
darkness.
That works for me.
I would like
Thank
to
you.
use, I believe it's uncanny reactions and suffer 1 strain to add 1 success to the initiative
All right.
to make sure we get more actions before.
Yeah, you already have 3. You're 3 ahead of him now.
Yeah, but somebody might miss.
Yeah, you can miss these head-sized spiders.
Yes, we can.
You can miss heads pretty easily.
All right. Team PC, go.
How far away are they?
Well,
from what range
they're-
band?
You guys were basically right next to the hole,
Right.
and they kind of appeared.
So they're already
I
in
don't know.
short.
Yeah, they're already in short.
Alright, well, I might be able to take care of this before Jay even has to, fire. When I'll find out whether there's more of them, because my body will block up the hole. If that's alright with you, Aaron.
Do keep in mind I take a penalty for firing into an engaged situation.
Alright, in that case, you can go ahead and shoot first.
Okay. He'll spend his maneuver drawing his gun, and then he'll shoot.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. And... Oh,
Nice.
and that's an additional +1 advantage on a hit, so I will turn that into a crit.
You didn't need anything to do the crit.
Whatever.
The little
Fine,
the spider.
Then I heal strain.
Okay, congrats, bro.
There you go.
all the strain.
All one of it.
Well, they don't seem to be that dangerous.
So spiders pop up. Kabam.
All right, so they look like
Nice
that.
shot.
I assume they get bigger.
Combat's over. Good combat, everyone. Time for a simple vigilance check to recover strain.
Yep.
It's vigilance or cool, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, then. I still fail. All the advantage.
Advantages.
Okay, here, I'm going to be right back and grab some pizza.
We turn to the left, and there's the door for engineering.
Yep, there's the door for engineering.
Turns out we were like still traveling like some sort of like conveyor belt that we didn't realize. That's just so funny.
Why was the hole moving then?
We're also on a conveyor belt in the hole.
Let's not think about that, Jordan. Why wasn't the hole moving?
All right.
Hole
There's
wasn't.
there's also a conveyor belt in the wall.
Yes, there we go. A wall conveyor belt.
All right. Works for me.
The spiders built it.
The real reason why that's the real reason why it couldn't be sealed, because the wall was just so subtly moving that Lissa didn't realize.
Every time.
Anyways, as you turn to enter engineering, the mayhem and destruction you've seen in the ship so far seems to have wrought here tenfold. Parts are thrown everywhere. Some consoles are on, others are not. The lights flicker on and off randomly, and everything seems to be covered in a thin film of silk. Everything.
Stop.
Go into is it like one big bay, or is it...
It's one big bay with like
How
2
big?
stories-ish.
You don't
Well, go
understand. There's so much stuff here.
I'm not really sure how exactly it works, but... Like, is a glow rod, is that kind of like a flashlight?
Yeah, sort of. It's sort of like the things you have in the military, you know?
Flashlights?
You know the green things you have in video games? You snap them, they fill it with that gelatin stuff.
Oh, it's not glow sticks.
Back.
They're like that. That's what I thought glow rods were. Because a flashlight's just a flashlight.
No,
Unless
the
it's-
image looks like it has like a handle and a button.
Whatever, it's a flashlight.
Anyways, I'll
That's a torch.
start... This isn't England. Start walking around looking for other holes just to
Mm-hmm.
be safe.
Okay, can I get a coordination check for anyone entering the room?
Sure.
No? What difficulty?
2. Alright. Take some strain.
I don't
And I'm
recognize
not
the strange
entering.
ability to strike me.
I'm standing by the doorway and keeping an eye on things, particularly the ceiling.
Alright. Alright, nothing happened so far.
Can I do a check to see if there's anything useful in the strewn about part?
Sure. Make a perception check at a daunting, which is 4.
Fine.
Priorities, damn it!
You don't understand my
At a glance, I don't think you'll be able to just see all of the possibilities.
Yeah, which is why you're getting an extra setback. Not because of the lights or anything, just because the sheer amount of stuff.
There's so much stuff.
Like, most rooms described as a bay are not very small.
You are trusty Tony, and you have been overcome by the sheer amount of stuff here.
Yeah, you think it's all worthwhile, but you just can't put it. You can't hold it all. It's all worth it.
If we can deal with the spider problem and the whole, not being stuck on this planet thing, this is great.
To everyone else, it looks like a bunch of scrap.
So, is there any engineering panels or consoles or anything working for her?
There's one next to the still somewhat thrumming power core. One of them, anyways.
I'll call over as I'm walking around the room a little bit and be like, "Have any idea where this slave circuit might be, or the hyperdrive stuff?" I'm guessing that's kind of at the back. Is this the back? And it's like looking around.
I'll check the, take a chance to check the engineering station that's kind of on.
Mm-hmm. There'll be a difficulty 3.
3
Purple.
computers, mechanic.
Computer. Computer and love.
Love computer. Computer love you.
Hey! Strain, that's gonna be one strain, but hey. Not only do you sort of locate the, you know the location of the main bit of the slave circuit. It's a persistent thing that's injected around the entire ship, but there's the main control unit. Problem is that's located in the bridge. Good.
We're going to have to go back to the bridge.
Good news, though. You're able through some cunning use of computers, able to route power through still somewhat working systems to turn the lights on in the engineering bay.
We all go blind.
No, they turn on slowly.
Oh, they're power-saving bulbs.
Yeah.
Since I know this is happening, I'm just going to turn the scanner goggles off and put them up.
Yeah.
Do the same as the lights start to come back on.
Lights on.
Yeah. You don't like what you're seeing, though.
Are the walls moving? The walls
Yeah,
are
the
moving.
walls are moving.
Oh, great.
I missed
It's
one.
just the conveyors, it's fine.
Yes. This is why I told you to remain vigilant.
Let's do it like
Hey, I was
this.
looking for
Absolutely.
potential
Well,
threats.
there's also one other thing you got. There is a encrypted file that says notes.txt, but it's like the notes of someone.
Shove that onto a...
It's encrypted, but your comlink, you are reasonably certain your comlink can decrypt it
Data
while
pad.
you're doing other things.
Shove it on there?
Your data pad, you mean? These
Yeah,
aren't, these
data-
aren't Shadowrun comlinks.
Yeah, datapad, comlink, whatever. You know what I mean.
Shove it on that.
Yep.
We sold the black...
It's in
Think
it's
we
just ship
got
time.
problems.
They screech and
Damn
skitter.
it! I was only looking at the ceiling.
They screech and skitter from the walls.
Screechments.
Clever bastards, moving off the ceiling onto the walls. They knew.
I'll suffer the one strain for +1 on that.
That's a really advantageous spider.
Yeah, the spiders know what they gotta do.
Oh, I forgot to fucking... Let me fucking actually try that again.
Something
Make sure
about
that's the right
delicious.
thing.
Never mind.
Let me re-roll that so I actually get added to the initiative and then change that to a fucking 3. Which, because I'm dumb. 3...
Once all the things are on there, you should be able to hit sort.
You guys are...
There we go.
I got it. Oh, that's actually a relatively easy initiative order.
Except it's still wrong.
What do you mean it's wrong?
I have 2 successes. The Spider 10 has a 3.
Oh, I thought you upgraded it to 3. Never mind.
From 1 to 2.
All right. There you go. Much better. All right. It's going to go them, you guys, them, you guys, them, you guys.
I needed them to get into a closer range band anyway, since I'm at the door. Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm. We'll go with that. Anyways, this group of spiders down here closes to melee on the obviously weak Wookiee.
Well, it's big and juicy. Look at it.
Yeah, they're not smart.
Ultra juicy Wookiee.
Yep.
It can feed an entire family.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any...
And then some.
Do you have any defense dice that I should know about?
No defense.
All right. Well, here we go. Well, good try. Good job, spiderlings.
Here are the offices of Miss the Wookiee.
Well,
You make good try.
they're going to spend their initiative. They're going to spend those advantages to give one of the other spider groups a maneuver.
Ah, yes.
This spider group over here is going to move and, look at this juicy person over here.
They just all mob the Wookiee.
Laana Soul, get out of there.
Get out of where? They're the ones that stepped on me.
Yeah, they're just they basically try to surround the Laana Soul.
They're real sticky.
Yeah, and then it's you guys.
I assume Rakcharr is going first.
Sure, I'll go
Rakcharr.
ahead and go first. Ah, I knew you were there. You just weren't on the ceilings. I'll remember that next time, after I kill all of you!
Punches them in half.
13 minus 1. So,
Say,
2 soak.
yep, 13, and I have a -1 soak there.
Yeah, you could take 1 strain, though.
Okay, I'll take a strain.
Yeah, but your flailing fists rip apart 2 of them, and another one takes quite the wound.
You beat 2 of them to death with the third one who survives.
Say,
It shitters something.
so I dealt
12. It was 13 minus. It was 13 minus 1 soak, so it'd be 11 damage. So, you actually did more damage than I thought.
Okay.
This guy is almost dead.
Alright. I'll spend my maneuver, I guess, to, I'll just, prep the next attack, so I'll aim, and then I'll let loose next turn.
All right.
Sure.
Aim that punch.
I will. I'm done.
All right, party. You guys go.
Either Jay or Laana who should go.
Yeah, do those spiders count as engaged with
Yes.
Laana?
They move to engaged.
I see.
They were on the walls, Jay.
Would you prefer if I go first?
Yeah, you know what? You probably should. Get into a safer position.
Okay, then I'll use a maneuver to disengage.
You got short range now.
I will use, sure, I'll take the strain to use another maneuver to... Do I want to do that or to aim? Yeah, I'll take the strain to move to medium.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll fire at them.
Oh, no.
It's just difficulty 2, right?
For medium, yeah.
Any boosts that were passed on?
Nope.
No.
Not that I know of.
Well, now you have one to pass.
Well, now you have a single boost to pass
It'd
on to the
actually
next.
be 2.
You have to generate 1 on use. Means is that a what? How does
Superior. They always generate it when you use it.
Oh,
The
you
other
managed
one
to get a
requires you to
superior?
succeed.
Yeah.
Right, the site requires you succeed. The other one just automatically
Well, you
generates
have
some use.
2 advantages. What are you gonna do with them?
I will pass the boost on to, I guess, Jay.
You say that would take both advantages. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jay's probably going to be the next person, so you could pass it on to the next person and
Then I'll
hold that one
pass it
strain
on
you
to
just
kill
took.
strain.
Okay. Well, then it's a Spiderling's turn. These guys aren't happy that they lost their prey and decide to go for the next one. He doesn't look very good.
Significantly less juicy.
He doesn't look as juicy, but hey.
But hey, they've cracked open people in plating like that before, and they were
He's-
plenty juicy inside.
I mean, look at him. He's obviously wearing armor because he's scared of them.
Exactly.
They
He's
just have to
protected.
gnaw out the eyes.
Yeah, just gotta gnaw out the eyes.
To hide all the tasties.
Burn, Jesus.
What's burn do?
You take damage. You take the weapon damage again next turn.
Do I take that? Is that acid or poison?
It is caustic.
Okay. So
These
probably
are some
yes.
kind of weird spider.
These are not nice spiders.
Yes, but they have Pierce 2, so it goes down to 3 damage, and they do 5. So you take 4 points of damage, and you'll take 2 more damage at the beginning of your next turn.
Wait, what?
Okay,
That's what burns.
They have Pierce 2, so they reduce your soak to 3. They do a total of 5 damage now because of their base 2 plus 3.
So I take 2 wounds, not 4.
So 5 minus 3 is 2. Yeah.
Yes, but you'll take 2 again next turn.
And you'll take 2
Okay.
again at the start of your next turn, which will be like right now.
Okay, so I'll
And
just
they're
take all
going-
4 right now.
And they'll pass the boost on to the next spiderling group that'll do attacking. Yeah. You're like, I thought I was immune to poison.